Live! Onigashima! I'm Jimmy.
Right, stop asking. This is chapter 1117. And we're gonna go into that later because this is a crazy chapter. We got a lot going on. I do like this little piece of the cover story.
I like seeing Neko again.
Yeah,
it was cool.
It's fun.
He's the Yakuza boss now.
Yeah. So I like this. We get to see where he's staying on Wano because they weren't really there before. The other guys, we kind of knew where they were everywhere. But let's get into the chapter. We immediately start. We're cutting around. Again, seeing more pieces of the world, people in disbelief. We get to see Mont Blanc Nolan, which is
Before
cool.
that, even I don't know if you caught this. I saw this on Twitter, I think, but there's in the background of the Pirate Island one in that first panel. I think that's Don Krieg, Gin, and Pearl from like Sanji's arc from the Baratie.
Dude, I was thinking that too. I was like, is that the clock guy? Like the
yeah, the
that's
Pearl.
That's crazy that they're there.
And then the people on the right. I know Oda's literally bringing back everybody for this chapter.
For real.
But then, yeah, like you said, Mont Blanc Cricket, and the fact that they're going diving, they're literally like the perfect people to hear this message.
Yeah,
they're like, oh shit,
like,
everything's underwater. Let's fucking go.
We fucking knew it. Oh, and then we get kind of a crazy confirmation. Obviously, we get to see Kobe and Gang again. They're all good. They're talking about how it's crazy to
all good as they're completely bandaged up in a hospital. I don't know if all good.
They're alive, okay. They're but
yeah, they're not like Garp right now.
Right, and the one that was the big reveal this chapter. I don't know, it was a huge reveal, but that Drake is alive.
Yeah, we haven't seen him since Onigashima. I don't even know how he got out of there, to be honest.
Yeah, like I feel like.
But honestly, I wanted to comment on that. And isn't Drake kind of a bitch though that he's still bandaged up? If it's from that, like everyone else is healed.
Nah, dude, he was dying. He was literally like on Hawkins level, so I feel like he had to have been saved. Like he was unable to move last time we saw him. So
yeah, I wonder who ended up saving him then. I wonder if it was Law. Law was like, I got you, bro.
It could have been Law, dude. That's the big theory. I mean,
and if so, shouldn't Law be a better doctor to patch him up better than this?
But maybe he had to get him just a little bit patched so
that's true. So it wasn't too suspicious.
It could have been Ryukyugu, but I don't think
Doubt it. That guy was just killing everything.
That's true. Yeah, he probably.
But anyways, another reveal. We got Smoker in.
Dude, how many chapters?
We haven't seen.
How many chapters?
I don't know, forever. But one thing I wanted to comment about Smoker being here is it looks like he's leaving the hospital where they're at. So he just met up with all these people, right? Where is he going? My first thought is I wonder if he's going. There's two places, I think. Either going to try to save Garp, which I don't necessarily know about that one because I don't know how much of a connection Smoker has to Garp. I could see him potentially going to Egghead to see Vegapunk because he does have things to talk about with Vegapunk with the kids, the giant kids from Punk Hazard.
That is true.
So I wonder if he's on his way there and he's going to be part of the Straw Hats escape in some way.
He could be. I mean, I feel like at this point with the escape, it's like it seems like there's a way out, but I feel like the Gorosei are going to turn around and do something. Skipping to that real quick, just because the Gorosei were a big part of this chapter. We cut back to Egghead and we see Venus Juro. They split off into factions, so it's like Venus Juro. His job is
well, they kind of left this guy alone. All four of them went to one place.
He's one faction by himself. And he's sent to deal with the Straw Hats, and everybody else goes after this fucking Iron Giant. But we see him use the Kitetsu, and that's like a confirmation. Jinbei and Zoro finally arrive. They do some teamwork to get some strong ass attack. He's sweating. Venus Joe's sweating. So is Zoro.
They do got him sweating. This is, I think, a Zoro W. He's fighting him while injured still from Rob Lucci, and fought him and knocked him back also. Granted, Zoro did get knocked back too, but he was kind of flying through the air right now. Jinbei threw him over there. Like, where was he supposed to land?
Is he injured from Rob Lucci? Did Rob Lucci get him?
I mean, he was tired at least. I don't know about injured, but he was at least tired. He was fatigued. There's a better word for it.
Yeah, but confirmed. So people thought this forever that this guy had Kitetsu, right? Kitetsu 1.
Yeah, everyone's like, look at how the blade looks, the hilt of it, all of that
Big
stuff.
Confirmation.
And it makes a lot of sense. So this was, a really cool confirmation. But Zoro still has the first Kitetsu blade. So I guess they kind of just ditched the second one at Wano. Like, they're just like, yeah, we saw it, but we're not going to focus. But this third one, no. Yeah, this third one's crazy.
Well, this third one is Kitetsu 1, because he has Kitetsu 3, right?
Yeah, I guess I got the order mixed up, but
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
because he has the third one. This is technically the first, but I meant like the lowest level one.
Right, right. So I feel like this is 100% setting up their fight later. Like it's got to
This
be
is their first clash.
first
Yeah.
clash, exactly. Yeah. So we'll see how they
But
get
I
off
don't
the
know about that
island.
because I feel like Zoro's gonna have a bigger fight. Just because I
Like
feel
in
like
this
these
arc.
Gorosei are set up. No, no, not in this arc. Later down the road.
Oh, okay.
But I feel like Venus Joro and all the Gorosei are kind of set up to be relatively equal. Like, but I feel like Zoro's role is always to go after the second strongest. That's kind of how Oda like plays around with
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
So I feel like there's gonna be like an Emu sidekick, and I wonder if that's gonna be Garling at the end of it. To be honest,
It could be.
but this could also be setting up their future fight.
Yeah, yeah, true that. I feel for me like Garling is gonna introduce another set of characters that we have to deal with, and I don't know that the Straw Hats necessarily have to be the ones to fight them, because we're gonna get all of the God's Knights at that point. So I don't know, like it just feels like a lot of little fights, but I can see him fighting Garling just because he's like a swordsman.
It's a clash like this. Also, Jinbei throws him at Garling.
Yeah,
I do like the teamwork between Jinbei and
dude,
Zoro, though. I
Jinbei's
feel like we
goaded.
didn't see this much before. Jinbei is goaded. This guy, he's just always there for everybody. Like, he's always on point. He's like, I gotta get shit done. I know you guys are gonna fuck around, but I'm here to help the crew.
Yeah,
Like, he's
facts.
just
I
fantastic.
feel like we're definitely seeing the Straw Hats being able to take this like they are an Emperor level threat. Like the Frankie's one shot and Vice Admirals and radical beaming the fucking
Well,
Gorosei. All of them are
speaking of Vice
Chopper
Admirals,
is
actually,
tanking attacks from Saturn, and yeah,
the Vice Admirals actually do something in this chapter. This is
they
like, I
do.
think, our first ever feat we see from any Vice Admiral. And granted, they're taking out no name giants, but
They're not no
they're,
name.
I
No,
mean,
no, no.
the
She got
giants.
she
Was
they
this
said
Oimo and Kashi?
yeah, yeah, yeah. They said it was Kashi.
Oh, I
So
thought it was just. Oh,
so
I must. Well,
so is
okay. Well,
Bluegrass and
Kashi
Doll
still,
hit
honestly, we
Kashi.
haven't seen many feats from him. He's still kind of a semi no name giant. I guess he technically has a name, but feetless giant. But
Fearless
still,
giant.
giants are strong.
Yeah.
Like, just the fact that they're doing this at all
I'm
is
glad
pretty
that they're giving
cool.
something to the vice admirals. You know, like we all think that the vice admirals are pretty trash, so it's nice that they can actually do something. We see
Well,
like
because they are. They
yeah,
haven't shown us a reason to think
yeah,
otherwise
yeah.
until
It
now.
looks like Doll is doing like armament hockey here at least, so like there's that confirmation, which is cool. Um, and we cut back to Dory and Brogy, right? So finally they're like, oh my god, like we got away, that's it. Like we're chilling. And that's because the Gorosei pulled up on the Iron Giant. And so, I feel like,
And
they blew up the Iron Giant, stopped the message, and they're just probably gonna just turn around and go after the Straw
but
Hats
I think
again.
this window is what the Straw Hats need to get away.
Yeah. Yeah,
So I
yeah,
think
yeah.
it'll be fine. But just to linger on this Iron Giant and the Gorosei real quick, this is like a really cool panel. I feel like
Oh
it's
yeah, it's
Oda
so
showing
sick.
off how like evil these guys are with the different shading that they have on this, but also the fact it's funny that they recognize the Iron Giant.
Yeah,
And to me,
yeah.
that's confirming they're like, hey, look, this is the one that invaded 200 years ago. So I think this is like a confirmation like, hey, these people have been around for a long time, for like 200 years. So they probably
Yeah.
got the immortal youth surgery.
I'm sure. I'm
So
sure at this point, like that has to be it, right? Like there'd been multiple
I
youth
mean, the fact that
surgeries.
they're immortal, it plays into that. The fact that they now have lived definitely at least 200 years, and
Mhm.
to recognize this, they would have to be like a decent amount old, right? So,
They were vindictive about it too. So this makes me think a lot about like the Iron Giant, what his purpose was, and like really what he did on Mary Joie. Like I'm sure he attacked Mary Joie, but like there has to be an extra level of it where this would
like,
have
what was he going for
or
on
he would have
Mary's Ball? So,
revealed like some of these ancient truths. So I feel like this is both them destroying all the information that is coming out of Vegapunk's mouth. Like he was about to spill all the information about the D clan, and so I wonder if the Iron Giant, and the reason why they're so vindictive of him, one of the reasons anyways, is that he might have brought back Joy Boy's will. We see that he's connected to Joy Boy, but like maybe there was a danger of information spilling or something. Like I don't know like how he was connected to it, but
yeah, I
you
think
know
the Iron Giant was headed to Marijwa so he can get on the loudspeaker and tell the world, yo, Joy Boy's alive.
he could
But
been
no, I get what you. I think, yeah, he definitely must have had like a purpose. Like, I just wonder what it was at Marie-Joie. Did he know about like Emu and the Gore saying he was going for like those secret chambers to grab that giant straw hat?
Maybe,
Or
I don't
was it
know.
just like instinct, like, hey, let's go fight celestial dragons type thing?
Yeah.
Who knows?
I mean, you gotta
But
also think about the parallel between like that and Fisher Tiger, and like what, the purpose might
yeah,
have
so
just been
maybe he
just
was
to
there to
free
actually
slaves or
help
free.
people
Yeah,
that were up there instead of necessarily to destroy things.
yeah.
Because he did apologize to Joy Boy and say like, "Hey, I'm sorry." So I wonder if he's apologizing for not being able to save people like
Hmm.
on those days, and that's what he was trying to like get the retribution for by doing this.
Yeah, true that.
But one of the big things that comes up next in this chapter, and sadly, this is where we kind of get caught off, but we almost got the Will of D
Almost.
explanation
It was
from
this close,
Vegapunk.
bro. This close.
And one of the big things that I want to bring up here is we see a bunch of reactions, right? We see Dragon, we see Teach, we see Beppo, who's related to somebody with the D, and then the two in the middle. I think showing Kobe and Sabo might be a hint at
You
something
think they're
because
D's?
I think they could be D's.
He
Exactly. I
showed
think
Vivi
they're
too.
low key D's. Exactly. They showed Vivi. He ends his sentence with Mo, which I know it could be translated to also in Japanese, but as my plebeian English brain is thinking, I wonder if he was about to say, "Oh, there's more of you" or something.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
like low key people have been D's, but the name has been washed out due to time because so many people were trying to hide it.
That was kind of
And I
my
wonder if
first
this is a
impression too.
nod
Yeah.
at like Sabo and Kobe potentially being
And
D's.
Beppo.
And Beppo, exactly. Beppo could be a D. Who
Nah, bro.
knows?
Yeah, it's funny that the backgrounds that they chose to show these guys in, like they just put lines in the back of Beppo, so like you don't know where he took Law, but clearly they're alive. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they were
So
able to get out somewhere. Yeah, that's a good point. I actually didn't even think about that. I forgot Beppo and Law were on the run and beat up after Blackbeard and kind of
yeah,
drowning before. So they must have gotten somewhere. I wonder where that is. I wonder
cross
if
guild.
one of the theories I've liked, yes, the cross
Cross
guild
guild, dude.
one.
I can't wait, dude. I would love, because that just
I
like
would.
plays into all the warlords getting back together.
I
Like I,
think it's a good way to also introduce cross guild with the rest of the story and give like
yeah,
because they kind of need a reason and a way to get to the One Piece, right? Buggy said, "Hey, I'm gonna go after the One Piece now." Well, look at this. You save Law. He has poneglyph
he's got
rubbings.
like
Like,
3 of them, right? Or no, 2 of them. There's two
yeah,
of
he
them.
technically doesn't have the Big Mom one, unless
Right,
Luffy was just nice enough and gave it to them.
right,
But
right, right.
I don't. I mean, who knows? It's Luffy. He might have.
Yeah, he might have. That's true. And same with Blackbeard. Like we don't know where he is either. His background could be anywhere.
He could be
Obviously,
on the pirate island like we saw earlier, or he could be out and about doing stuff.
yeah, he could be. It's
He's
interesting to see
scheming
Dragon here because, like, obviously
with his famous quote.
his,
A classic from Dragon
this is
himself.
the yeah, this is
It's a
the
little bit
Dragon
extra.
special,
The
bro.
surprised ellipses
He's not
here.
even looking east or west this time. He's just looking at us. He's looking at
He's just looking directly into your soul.
I feel like when we get all of Dragon's information, like he's got to know stuff, right? Like there's got to be a reason, bro. I know we keep on saying this about fucking Dragon, but
Well, it's because there's nothing else to say because he doesn't give
he's
us
not
anything
doing
to work
anything. He's just
with.
being a panel.
Dragon is a bum. We've said
At,
it before and we'll
dude,
say it
at
again.
least like when Shanks is on screen, it's like something happens with Shanks. Like he's making a move, right?
He's walking at
He's
least.
saying something at the very fucking least. He has
Yeah.
lines. Dude,
I mean,
Dragon.
we saw him. He said, "Let's go get the One Piece, bro," and then he one-shot Kid.
Yeah, yeah. Shanks on top. Well, leave it to us to take this into Shanks scaling.
Our
It's a
scaling.
Shanks out of nowhere,
I
bro.
mean, I don't know if you have any theories about what Vegapunk was also going to say, because besides just saying like, "Oh, I think there's more of you guys," I wonder, like, what else could this possibly mean?
I
Like,
mean, he could be explaining the because that could be the start of it, but there might be more like I don't know, like a
Mo
story
Bamba.
that he knows. Shut the fuck up. He would have like said the history of the D and like maybe like why the people are important and stuff like that, like explained it a little bit more, not just saying like, oh, there are more of you, like wink wink, go find each other and hold hands and you guys are the
And
One
Kumbaya
Piece.
to find the One Piece.
When all the D members hold hands, then the One Piece appears in front of them.
The One Piece is all the Will of D joining together in one piece together by holding
Oh,
hands.
that's adorable. Well, I hope it's fucking not that. So But yeah, no, I don't really have any theories on like what else he would say. Like I feel like this is enough of a cliffhanger, and I feel like Vegapunk definitely gave us enough with like the sinking world thing. Um and also
Yeah,
like
honestly, I was kind of surprised we even got this much. I thought we were gonna get cut off way earlier. But also one thing also about the Iron Giant, I'm kind of disappointed that it went down so easily. We were talking last time about how like, yeah, I wonder what the durability of this thing's gonna be. I wonder if they're gonna go to try to stop it. It's
but
gonna
it
like
was 5 or 4 Gorosei attacking him, bro.
it was
But
one guy doing it. It was just War Curie. He kind of just headbutted it.
yeah, I guess that's true. But you know, a funny theory that we were talking about earlier was what if it does get back up? And Vegapunk like super outsmarts them and has a second Denden Mushi.
That'd be crazy. It's actually with Dragon,
And
like
then
we
he
all
just
predicted
says,
at the beginning.
dude, and then he just like says that would be crazy, and then the Gorosei are like,
I don't think that's gonna happen
no.
because we have York here saying, "Oh, it's over," and I think
Yeah, but she
that's
didn't know
kind of
stuff
Oda's
before.
nod. Well, I think it's Oda's nod to saying, "Hey, look, like we're not getting any more information."
Okay, yeah, honestly,
So
fair enough. I don't think we need like too much more out of Vegapunk. Like, you know, I think we'll get more down the line. Like, if all the Vegapunks end up getting off the island, or any of them, like Lilith or whoever we think, then I'm sure there will be a little bit more. You know, if that Smoker interaction is anything to go off of, and we think that he needs to meet up with Vegapunk, then I feel like one of them has to survive. But
I think, like we kept saying, I think Lilith is gonna end up being the one to survive.
yeah.
So who knows? One of the best parts about this chapter, you
Oh,
know it,
oh
I
my
know it.
God, let's go.
There's no break next week.
Let's
Oh,
fucking
it's a
go.
good
No
time.
break. Oh, we're back, baby. We're so fucking back. We're getting 3 chapters in a row, right? Please tell me that's
Yeah,
right. Okay,
supposedly.
good.
So I'm excited for that. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and as usual, you can either fight us or theorize in the comments.
Yeah, one or the other. I want to hear some theories. Like, what y'all think about this chapter? You can fight us
Who
on
is
our
Mo?
opinion. Who is Mo? Yeah, tell us who Mo is in the comments.
All right, peace out, y'all.
Peace.